is GamerX here, and I'm bringing you a tutorial video this time. Yes, hold on real quick. Checking. Alright, good. Everything's good. Yeah, I'm bringing you a tutorial video for Roblox Studio. Now, why am I doing this instead of a gaming video? Because A, I was bored today and I realized that Roblox Studio videos don't really have to be entertaining. Like, they don't. And plus, I don't have to, sit there and just think of things to talk about. I can just talk through what I'm supposed to go over. So yeah, this is going to be a series. I'm going to teach you guys how to do normal things. Today is going to be the first thing, so I'm going to show you how to create a game, how to go through all the little things, and all the little menus on what they do. Now this is also a learning thing for me, because I do not know what every single little thing does in this game, this as well. So this will be a learning thing for both of you. But I will teach you on what everything does for me, and while we are sitting here playing around with things, I may learn it, and I may show you how it works as well. So yeah, let us get started. I'm going to try to make this semi-short. Alright, so we're going to do a new project. You could do flat terrain or base plate. Now, if you do anything involving explosion, flat terrain does explode, I've noticed, which is, it's a bad and good thing. Also, if you hear like this, yeah, I got a mechanical keyboard. Well, actually, I had to use one because my other one broke because I spilled water on it. Because I thought the lid on my cup was on, and it wasn't. Yeah, long story short, I got a mechanical keyboard now. I mean, it's an old one because it's missing an F6 and the Y key. Well, actually, the keys are there, but they're wobbly. Anywho, enough of my rambling. So you could do let's go over the basics. So you open Roblox Studio and you got this. Now you're probably wondering, what in the world am I supposed to do? Now don't fret. First, what you want to do is you want to log in to your account, which I've already done, and then you want to do a new project. And if you created a whole bunch of games like I have, which this one along with this one are the only two I have open right now because I focus on them more. You could do my projects, games, all that stuff. We're going to do a new project. You could choose a theme, like if you want to do medieval, pirate island, city, or if you want to do gameplay like obby, racing, shooter, infinite runner, capture the flag, team, or free-for-all arena, or obby. These are all presets that they have that you can start with. But what we're going to do is just go for a basic base plate. Okay? Alright, so click base plate, it opens the place for us, and now we have this. Now, I know when I first did Roblox, I had no idea what this is. And also I'm doing Roblox Studio tutorials because not many people do them anymore. No one does them anymore, so I figured I would just keep it up. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna run out of ideas, but when Roblox updates, I'll have to just continue going over new things. So this should hopefully be the most up-to-date Roblox Studio tutorial as of 2015 to 10/3/2015. Alright, anywho, so, and I'm doing monitor capture because I've seen people do game capture and it only records part of Roblox Studio. So I'm just gonna do monitor capture so you guys can see the entire thing. And some things may be hard to see, but just go off of what I'm doing. Alright. Anywho, so first we're gonna start with the home menu. So you have paste. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what paste is. Paste and copy, cut, duplicate, all that stuff. Duplicate, you take the item that you have, let's just say you have a part, you take that part and it will duplicate it. So there are two of them. It's kind of like copy and paste, but a little different, such as you don't need to go through copy and paste, and also, I think that they insist on one block. Cut, we all know what that does, it removes it. Copy, you copy it, and then paste, you paste it. That's it. That's what they do. Now for tools, you got select. Select allows you to highlight a whole bunch of things along with grab them or right click on an item to view its stats. Let me get a part in here. Sorry, my palm is sticky for some reason. Let's just ignore that for 2 seconds or so. So you right click on it, you got cut, copy, all of these stuff also in that, and then you can highlight it, you can move it, you can do that. I'm pretty much sure. Oh, and this, yeah, I have that open. I'll go over that later. So yeah, you got select, move. Now this is a little bit different. You basically click on it and you're allowed to move it with the arrows on the axis that it has. Now this is a little easier if you're doing precise building and you want things to be in a certain area. This is a little easier to move things around. Scale, allows you to make it bigger by one block. You can also change this, which I will go over how you change it in a bit. You can go up, you can go down, you can go this way, you can go that way, all that stuff. Rotate, pretty self-explanatory as well. You can rotate it this way, you can rotate it this way, and then you can also rotate it this way. Now these are the axes, the Y and X axis, because that's kind of what they are. And now mine is glitching through the floor. Thank you. Collisions. Check for collisions when dragging. Now what this does is that I'll try to explain it as best as possible because it is a little hard for me to understand still. But basically what it does is just, let's just say you have it off. You can basically just move this into it. Now if you put collisions on, you can't move it through the block. So this would be if you wanted to do more detailed stuff, you could turn collisions off and have it so you can make like little details for parts to go in with each other and then union it all together. But if you want just stuff to be able to go together without it, like, oh, I accidentally went in and it's not even like, how I want it to be, that's how you would do that. Join. Now this, I'm going to try to explain as best as possible because I've never used this, but this is what I'm pretty sure it does, and I will also test. So if you do join, I'm pretty sure what that means is that this block will always be joined with this block even when, it falls. So let me test that theory out right now. Like I said, I've never used this before, so like I said, learning curve for both of us. So I'm pretty sure that means that they're together. Let me do tests and see if that actually is true, because I don't want to give you guys false information. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure these two are completely... Yeah, they're always together. Okay, so if you select always, that means that any parts you put together will always be together, whether they have welding on or not. Surface only means that they will only be on the surface, meaning they won't connect on the sides, they will only connect on the top and the bottom. Never means that they will never ever connect to each other unless you anchor them or force weld them together. So that's what that means. I'm going to set it to surface only because that's what it was set to before. Toolbox, when you click on this, this pops up all the models that everyone in Roblox has made that you can use. I don't know if there's a privacy thing. I'm pretty sure you can use these without having, to say anything, but I would, give credit to someone if it was something big, I don't know. You can also get decals from other people to, make some more life, which I will go over in a future tutorial, what decals and models are. Group decals, this is decals from your group. This is models from the group. And you can also choose between which groups you have. So you have my group, which is the only group I have currently. You do my decals, which these are all the different decals, and I do Sonic RPGs. If you guys want to see a tutorial on that, let me know. I will do tutorials on making morphs, because I do realize that is actually kind of a hard thing for people to figure out how to do. My models, these are all the models that I have gathered. All the models that you've gathered will be in here, and same with your decals. Recent decals, meaning decals that you've recently used models, and then Roblox sets, the stuff that Roblox made for you to use if you don't want to use that. And then obviously when you go into decals, you can search whatever you want, but you don't have to keep this in here. So yeah, part, this is this basically. You can do a block, you can do a sphere, a wedge, or a cylinder. Pretty sure everyone knows what that is. So yeah, that's what that is. A material, you can select what material you want that part to be, whether it's plastic, wood plank, slate, concrete, metal. Any one of these will work, and neon must be new because I haven't seen that before. You could do any of these, and these just make it textured and make it more alive. Color, you can change the color of the part. It's pretty self-explanatory. Group, this is if you take two parts, you can group them so that they are together, but they won't stay together unless they are welded or something. And ungroup, it ungroups them. Anchor means that this block will not go anywhere no matter what you do to it. The only way you can move it is if you use your hand. That's it. No one can blow it up, no one can push it, no one can do anything to it. this is what I use the most, just so everything stays together. I know people use welding and stuff, but I stay that together just in case. Um, Now terrain, this is a little different. I'm just gonna go over a preview because I'm probably gonna do another video on terrain a bit later. But what terrain does is it's basically like the HD version of Roblox. Like if you don't want these blocky parts or stuff like that and you want it to look really good, you would use terrain. Now granted, terrain does blow up. I have tested that, it does blow up. Maybe there's ways around that to fix that, I don't know. But it does blow up. So this is generate if you want to generate landscapes of terrain. Add, you can add terrain. Paint allows you to change the material of the terrain with any material they allow you to do. Grow allows you to expand the terrain, and erode allows you to destroy the terrain. Smooth, basically smooth out rough or jagged edges on terrain, because sometimes when you're painting you'll see like little jagged edges, and smooth basically makes it, you know, smooth. Test, this allows you to play or run your game. Play means that your character will be in it and you can interact with everything like normal Roblox and play. And then run allows you to sit in this view and run your game and see what happens when that happens. So that's really good. And then stop, when you're playing or running, you stop it and it will take you back before everything broke. So let's just say you're doing something and everything like exploded or something, you're like, crap, I have to do that all over again. No, you press stop, it will go back to the way it was before. Now we got, oh, and you can also go back to the start page. This is kind of useful if you want to look for plugins or anything, or you just want to make multiple games at once. Now we're gonna go to file. We got new, open, publish, close, save as, publish to Roblox as, publish selection to Roblox, advanced, open recent saves, export as object, customize shortcuts, upload log files, about Roblox, online help, and settings. All that fun stuff. Pretty sure you all know what that is. Publish to Roblox, you publish your game to Roblox. Publish your active document as whatever you want. Save to your computer in case you want to edit it like new. And then new, obviously. Save to your computer basically means that you can save it and work on it later without it being uploaded to Roblox, because I just started doing that, as you can see here. Yeah. Model. Now let's go to the model tab. I'm going to try to go over this as fast as possible because this video is probably like, oh wow, it's already like 12 minutes. So I'm going to try to go faster. You've already seen this, so we got select, move, scale, rotate. Now transform. This is cool. I really like this. So this shows you each individual pixel, and this is basically like a free building tool. Like you can drag it up, you can rotate it any way you want. You can scale it. This is like, if you were building something, this is all of these combined. Like all four of these combined. So you can rotate it with that. You can scale it all in these corners with that. And then you can move it up and down. I'm only up and down. I don't know about sideways. You probably can, but I haven't seen that. And yeah, and this basically just helps you so you can do that. Now if you do this, I think this allows you to build a... I don't know, I've never messed around with this, but I'm guessing what this does is helps you build. So transform tool, it basically precisely manipulate an object. So this is if you're building and you want to precisely build it the way you want it. Lock means that if you lock tool, basically when you click lock tool and you lock both of these and I go back to select, you can't play with them anymore. They're there. Now this is good if you build something and you don't want to like highlight it again or move it and you like the way it is. That's what you use for. Now if you want to unlock it, you can use the lock tool again and unlock it this way, or if you just want to unlock all, you click unlock all and now they're all unlocked. So yeah. Collisions, same thing. Join, same thing. Now this is if you wanted to move it one stud, you wanted to move it one fit. Where did my base plate go? Also a little keynote, these are little play things, so you can do play, stop, redo if you want to redo something, or undo, like what I just did, or you could do the keyboard shortcut, and then file new, same thing. And then this gives you a little more, you know, actions, and you could also add other actions with the advanced customization thing. Anyhow, 1/5 stud allows you to move it 1/5 stud, so if you want precisely moving it and not just, and then off allows you to just put it anywhere you want. I prefer staying at 1 stud so everything like stays the same, because sometimes when you're building it will get to that point where there'll just be this one little like 1/16 inch gap that you can't fix. Part already went over. Material, color, surface. Now this is if you want it to be smooth. Smooth with no outlines, meaning if you have two parts together, it will be smooth and there won't be like any outlines around them saying that there's different parts, which makes it nicer if you want to make like a path or something. Studs, which is what it looks like now. Inlets, which is at the bottom. Universal, which I want to actually see what that does. Oh, so it's both studs and that, so you can connect either one. Nice. Weld allows you to put another part onto it. Hinge, it's basically if you want to make a car or something. The motor is, oh wait, that's if you want something to spin. And then hinge is if you want something to just hang off of it and be able to be pushed. And then glue, I'm guessing kind of works like welding. But anywho, let me change that back to the way it was. Yeah. Okay. Union, now this I really like. So let's just say you have these two parts here and you want them to become one part. Well, if you stop moving the base plate. Well, if you you can control click as well if you don't want to just highlight them and move your base plate on accident. No, I don't want to have the base plate selected. So you can hold control and click and it will select both of them. But anyway, if you click union, these are now one whole part. Note, if you don't want to move your base plate a lot, lock it. There. See, now I don't need to worry about moving it. So yeah, and then separate means that it will separate them, and then negate. Now this, I'm pretty sure you click on one part, and then you like move it to where you want to go. So let's just say I want to cut this like right here. Now let me do 1/5 because this will look nicer. Let's just say I want to cut this down the middle. Well, if I do this and then I select, okay, I'm gonna put 1 stud now. Select both of them, I click union. As you can see, that part is now, this is really handy for building if you want like different looking parts or stuff like that. But anywho, I'm gonna separate those and then hey, get out. Okay, well apparently you two want to be together now. No, bad. Negate, separate. Oh, and then that separates it for that. Alright, that's how it works. Effects, these are all the effects in Roblox. So explosion, fire, point light. I'll go over point light, spotlight, and surface light after I'm done doing this. So explosion obviously makes the Roblox explosion. Fire, you know what fire is. Smoke, sparkles, and particle emitter. Now I'll go over this in a different video, but what it does is allows you to make any type of particle you want to come off of a thing, and you can make it like fade in, you can make it fade out, you can change the colors of it, you can make it make multiple colors, you can make it do whatever you want. I will go over that later. Point light, now let me go over this as best as possible. Point light makes it so the block will emit light all around it. Spotlight means that that one area will make light go up, right? I think spotlight means that the light will shine like diagonally or something on an object. And then surface, well, actually, let me just hover over it and see what it says. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you basically put on and it emits one area. Alright. And it may be wrong. I suggest playing around with that because I don't know exactly what it does because I have never used point light before, but I'm guessing that's what it does. And then surface light, it basically only shines light on one surface of the block and not on any other surface. So that's cool. Spawn means that you can make this block your spawn if you want. Now this, I'm gonna just tell you what it says about it because I've never used any of this. Advanced objects, insert script and other advanced objects into the game. This is for scripters. Pretty sure if scripters are watching this, you already know how to do that. Model, insert a model from the local files, meaning if you made a model, you can insert it into here. Service, insert service from a service location. Don't know exactly what that does yet, but if it's a service, you insert service. Script, you insert a script, local script, and then a module script. All 3 different types of scripts if you want to do it that way. Terrain, same things, and then regions, let me actually see what region says. Manipulate regions of smooth terrain. Yeah, you can select a region that you want to like you can move a certain region of terrain. Test, you can do play, run a script if you want to run just a script, and that's it. A pause allows you to pause it if you don't want to, like, you want to just see how it's working or what's causing it to happen. Stop, resets it. Pair test device. Now this is if you want to test it on a iPhone or iPod or Android, whatever you want. This will allow you to test it from there. Start server allows you to start it while you're in here, and I think that's what it does. It starts the server while you're in here, and people can join it while you're in here. You can also make it so this you can do like 0 players, 1 player, and then cleanup allows you to completely just remove anything. Emulate Roblox as if it were another device. You can do like if you want it, didn't have one, but you wanted to see how it would work. You can run it on an iPad Mini, iPad 2, iPhone 4S, Nexus 7, average laptop, HD 720p, HD 1080p, VGA default, or managed devices. This is if you want to get that feeling, because it will manipulate it on the screen right here. Mute allows you to mute the audio to the game so you don't hear it. View. Now this is what is around you. Everything around you. So you can do Explorer. If you don't want the Explorer, you can click that and hide it. If you want it, it's there. Properties. If you want to see like the different properties for each of them, which I will go over this later because like I said, this is just an overview. Properties will basically show you everything about your brick. A start page, if you don't want start page there, or if you want it there, then you just click on that and it's there. All that fun stuff. Game Explorer, that is everything about your game. Tool blocks, obviously we've seen that. Context help, this is if you need the wiki to help you while you're in here. Tutorials basically just gives you tutorials on how to use it if you don't, know what you're doing. View EULA AP. Now this is for a whole bunch of advanced things which I will not go over, but that's what that does. Output shows you what's going on in your game, shows you your scripts running, all that stuff. Script analyzing shows how many errors or warnings are in your script. Command bar allows you to run a command from the game. Breakpoints, view existing breakpoints, which I'm guessing shows you script stuff. View current call stack. I don't know exactly what that does. Watch, view currently, watched variables. So this is all like kind of script stuff. Diagnostics goes over your game stuff, how everything works. Task scheduler, script performance, you know what that does, and find results, which is all the results in your game. Now this is display axis. I'm gonna back up real quick. Where is the axis? Oh yeah, right here. So it will display the axis. So that's the Z, that is the X, and then that is the Y. So it's pretty cool. So it's like a 3D little model in the corner of your screen. Full screen makes Roblox Studio full screen. Screenshot allows you to take a screenshot of your Roblox Studio creation and record a video, which if you don't have a recorder and you don't want to get one, this is something you could do alternatively if you just want to like do a small little video or like record a like little intro video. We could say like 500 Robux, you want to record like a little video showing you that. I think you could do that. Show grid shows the grid on everything, which is also for building and also has the axis on it. Switch windows. What does this do? One base plate, start page. Oh, you can switch windows from up here. And then stats is it shows your network, your stats, your render, your physics, your summary. You can clear this if you don't like it. And then plugins. Plugins is basically things that can, certain plugins made by people, certain tasks that people have made easy for you to do. Like, if you want to easily make rocks, then there's a plugin for that. If you want to easily place a light without there being a block there, you can do that. Note, make sure you're using one that's correct, because they sometimes don't work. And I will show you how to install one later. So yeah, that was a nice little summary. Oh, and this is the Explorer. This is basically all of your everything in your game, your workspace, the player's lighting, replicated first, storage, server script storage, server scripts, server storage, server script service. Sorry, starter GUI, starter pack, which is what people get in their little bars down here. Starter GUI, which is what people see. Starter player, See all the players in there, soundscape, and then HTTP service. So yeah, how long is that? Yeah, 24 minutes. That's about as long as the other one. So yeah, that was basically my first Roblox Studio tutorial, going over all the basics. Next tutorial, I will be going in more depth about everything, because this is just the overlay view. So yeah, next video I will go over other things, such as the how things work, how you can name parts, how you can do all that stuff. So yeah, this was just a basic overlay tutorial. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you didn't, if you disliked it, click that dislike button. Leave, and if you hated it, you know what to do. Click the dislike button. If you liked it, then like, comment, subscribe if you want. Not forcing you to do it. If you want, that is perfectly fine, and I will enjoy having you here for the ride. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.